Hi everyone, so welcome back. So this is our third video. Okay, so in the previous videos what we have did is we have created this section, we have created this client section, then we have created this header. Okay, and all of these are responsive. Okay, so as you can see here, all these is responsive. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to create this next section called a services. Okay, all right, so now let's start. So first thing we need to check. Okay, so we have two columns here, right? So what we can do is we can use flexbox and wrap it, right? Or we can use a grid, but I don't think we require a grid here. Okay, so we are going to use flex here. Okay, all right, so now let's start. So as you already know, this is my main heading, but okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create what I have to create. Okay, service, what will be the class name? Service name, or let's do service item. Okay, and here is a client section is already here, right? Okay, let me, okay, that's fine. Okay, wait, so this is my client section. Where is the client? Okay, this one is the client. Okay, so we services, we haven't did anything here, right? So I'm going to use this here. Okay, and we have this common class of main heading. Then let's come to this service item. Okay, so let's design this first, or let me do one more thing. Let me download these images. Okay, instead of let me download only the first image. Okay, then we will start with the design. So here is my image, let me download it. All right, so here is my image, let me put it inside the folder. Okay, and put it inside the image, and now let me change the text name, or let it be like this. Okay, no problem. All right, so yeah, so what we have in the design is, let me zoom it properly. Okay, now let's see. So at the top we have, okay, let's see what we have. In left hand side we have the text and button, and right hand side we have an image. Okay, yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, so how we can design this? Okay, let's start with the sections. So this will be my left part, left, and I'm going to give right. So inside right I have the image, so I'm going to select this image. Okay, and for right now I'm not going to use alt. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see one more thing. In my right hand side we have only the image, we don't have anything else, right? So instead of creating extra div here, right, let me do it like this. Okay, now let's see how it looks. Okay, so we have this left and we have this image. Perfect. Okay, now let me create the text first. So the text will be, let me see the text. So the text is h3 tag. Okay, h3 tag. Oh, let me go to the design and write it down. Okay, so we need to give some padding or give the space between these buttons and this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another inside left. I'm going to use text section, and then inside this I'm going to use h3. Okay, and you can see here these two are different. So let's do it differently, then it's perfectly fine. Okay, and I'm going to close this one, and now I'm going to add a button for learn more. So learn more. Okay, let me do one more thing. Wait, learn more. So as you can see here, we have the same buttons all over these sections, right? So I'm going to create in a common way, and we have this icon. So we have the options like we can create a custom directly, but it will take a lot of time, or we can use the arrow icon, right? So we can use arrow icon. Let me see if I can download this or not. Okay, it is not. Let me download it. Not like this one. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me download it as an image. Okay, arrow image, flat icon. Let's start. Check the flat icon directly. I'm going to using the image, but if you have a bigger project, then use some icon library. Okay, that will be fine. So here I guess this looks good to me, this one, or maybe this. I'm not able to find the similar. Yeah, I guess this is already rotate, but we need some circular. So I go with this. Let me check again. Okay, we don't have this. Okay, I guess this one will looks good to me. Yeah, so I'm going to download it as a PNG, free download. Okay, if you want you can go like this. Okay, let me put it inside the folder. Okay, here is my arrow. We just need one arrow, that's fine. Okay, and the next part, okay, we have to design this first. Okay, inside learn more we have an image, and this is my arrow image, and I'm going to write learn more. Okay, so instead of using services, let me do one thing here. Services section, I'm going to create one common learn more button. Okay, so as you can see, we have some dark color. This one is not black, right? Let me check the color here. What's the color? Okay, let me see the color, if it is similar to our black color or not. Yeah, I guess, just wait a second. So the dark blue color and the black color is the same. Okay, so okay, we have already used it, right? So what we can do here is, instead of writing black here, I can use like this, dark blue. Okay, it's perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to use, either we can use dark blue or black color, that's totally fine. Okay, but we don't have a big project right now. Let's change it here. Okay, but if you have a very big project and you find these kind of mistakes, then you can change the variable like this. Okay, now let me change it. So instead of giving the dark blue, I'm going to use only black. Okay, let's see how many types we have. We haven't used dark blue. That's strange. Let me check for the black. We have used black 6 times, but we haven't used dark blue. Okay, let me then remove this dark blue directly. Okay, all right. Okay, now let's move here. I'm going to give the background color black. Okay, and border radius 100%. Okay, and let me put it in a center. Okay, so display flex, justify content center, align item center. Perfect. Now we need to check the height and width of this. So the height and width is 41. So height is 41 pixel, width is 41 pixel, and let me save the HTML and let's see. Okay, so the image is too big, right? So we can do this as well, it's not a problem. So learn more, and inside learn more we have our image. That height will be, let me do it 20. So you can see here, okay, wait a second, we have this green arrow. Okay, now it's a problem. And we have the PNG image, right? So we have to download the SVG image for this arrow. Yeah, that's a problem then. How we can download SVG? Let's see. Yeah, okay, we need SVG. Okay, let me do it. Where I can find SVG image? Okay, I have one feather icons. Okay, and here I can, there is a name called chevron. Okay, it not looks like chevron. I want arrow. I can use anyone. Yeah, this will looks good to me. I go there, and here is my arrow, right? Okay, so let me delete this and use that arrow. Okay, arrow. Now we have this arrow. What we need to do is we need to change the color. So how we can change the color? Let me check in the inspect option. So if we have this image, or if we give, we can't do the fill here, I guess. Let's check fill red. No, I can't give. Then background color red. No, color would be red. It's not working because this is the image, it's not a proper SVG. Okay, so we can try fill. Its fill is even not working. That means the stroke is not going to work as well, so we have to find some solution. Okay, so how we can do it? Okay, stroke. Yeah, we can't do that because this is just an image, it's not a complete SVG link. So how we can do that is, okay, can we use this library? Yeah, we can use that, but okay, let's use it. Let me see whether it has a CDN or not. Yeah, it has a CDN here, script. Okay, so we are going to use this now. That's fine. The script, then bottom we have this. Okay, now if we use, and if we want to use an arrow, then we just simply have to use like this. Okay, where is that image? Let me change this to this. Not like this. I have to copy it and give it to like that. Okay, now let's see if we, yeah, circle is working. Now if we want to change the color, suppose we are going to change the color first. You can see the SVG here right now. Okay, we just need to change the stroke red. Now it's red, right? So we have to do it like that. Okay, now go there and check for the icon name. So the icon name is arrow upright. We don't want to download it, we just have to change it from here, and here is our arrow. Okay, and instead of this image, what I can do is, okay, learn more, we have directly SVG. So instead of this I use SVG, and stroke, we have a variable green. Yeah, so as you can see here, it's working fine, right? So let me increase the height of this, so it will 20, and okay, let me try with 25, and width is also 25 pixel. Let's see how it looks. It looks perfect to me. So last thing, I'm going to use cursor pointer. Okay, all right, now it's perfect. And the last step, we have to write this learn more. Okay, so I'm going to use just a paragraph learn more, and we can use a span as well. Okay, but I'm using paragraph, but yeah, let's use span instead of, because span is better than this. So span learn more, and let's see. Okay, now it is inside. Where is that icon? Okay, let me see it here. Oh, it is looks like this. You have this icon, right? Okay, wait, I got it. So we have the styling this learn mode, right? So if we put it inside, it will be inside the circle, but we want it outside the circle. Okay, so how we can do that? That's a good question. Learn more icon. So what I can do is, let me check one more time. So we have the background color with this arrow. Okay, so let me do it. Write down our class arrow. Okay, and I'm going to use this, and instead of learn more, I'm going to use here dot arrow. Okay, now it's fine, but now we need a padding and all. Okay, so instead of giving svg learn more svg, I'm go with the 20. And okay, so yeah, it's working fine. We have the learn more, we have all this. Now we just have to give the proper css. Okay, all right, so now let's move to this one. And okay, so what we have to do is, now we have this service item, so everything is inside the service item, right? So I'm going to use this and give the border 1 pixel solid, and for black, let me check the border first. Yeah, it is black. So instead of giving the default black, I'm going to use my black here. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Now inside that, we have a left and we have the right. Okay, so for that we need a flex, and then justify content space between, and the last part is we need a padding. So the padding will be, let me check the padding. So it is 50 from top and bottom, left and right. So that means 50 pixel from all the sides. Okay, now let's see how it looks. So it looks too big to me. Why? Okay, wait. Let me check what's wrong here. Services item. Okay. So services items are there. We have given the border and all, but it is acting like this. Okay, so instead of that, we need to give the, or we have to give the, let me do one thing. Let me copy this and paste it down, and let's see if it is down. Okay, that's fine. Now we have to wrap all these two in a single. So let me give service service name. Okay, and put it inside this like this. All right. Okay, let me close this, and now I have to give this service name and then display flex. Yeah, why it is not working and why it is taking a complete wait. Okay, let me check it again. Okay, we have to save the HTML. Yeah, I forgot. All right, so we have this. It's working fine to me, but there is a problem. Okay, I'm sorry, we haven't given like this. Okay, that's why. Okay, so let's go to the design and let's check the gap between them. So it's 40 pixel. So here I'm going to give justify content space between and then gap is 40 pixel. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we have the two of them. Now let's do one thing, add one more thing. Okay, one more item, just copy and paste. We will change the content after that. Okay, so we have three here, and let me see. Yeah, it is overlapping like this, so that means it is not over, it's not coming properly. So let me give the flex wrap. Okay, now it's coming properly. And if I close this, what will happen? Let's see. If it is coming 3, no, it's not coming 3. And we need, instead of giving between, I just want it in a center, so it looks better. Yeah. Okay, so but I want 3, right? Okay, so how we can give it a 3? So for that we need a more space. Basically we need a more space. Okay, so what we can do is we can reduce the size of this image. Okay, let's see if it's worked for us or not. So inside service item, what we have, I don't remember now. So inside this we have learn more or text, then we have the image. We have only one image, right? So I just go here and directly paste it like this and put it 100 pixel. Let's see for the 100 pixel. Yeah, the image is too short, but it fits perfectly. So you know what's the problem here? So as you have seen, this design is created on, let me check the design size. So this design is by, where is the design? Yeah, see 1440 and yeah 1440, and our screen size will be different, I guess. So let me see here, go to the settings, and if we see here, so our design is display resolution is 1366. So that's the reason everything looks bigger and we don't have a lot of space. Okay, so that's why we need to adjust. Okay, but in a real company scenarios, you don't have to adjust. You have to tell the designer you need a design for this resolution and then start working on it. Okay, so you have to match every single pixel. Okay, all right, now let me close this, and you can see here search of, okay, wait, one more thing, I want to do one more thing here first. So this section and this section has 100 pixel of padding from top and bottom. So already we have given the top. Okay, let me do it here. We are just services starts from here. Okay, services padding bottom 100 pixel. Okay, now it looks good to me. Now we need to separate this text and button as well. So what we can do here is, okay, instead of this center, let me do it again, space between. Let's see how it works. Or do one thing, let's do start. So it is not in center but in start. So it is also looks good. That looks good to me. Okay, now if I do it like this, yeah, it looks good to me. Okay, at this point the service become in the center, so I want the these services I list in the center as well, but we will cover in the media query. Okay, but for right now what we have to do is we have to separate these two. So as you know, we have given the extra div for this left, and inside left we have text and learn button. Okay, so if we give display flex and flex direction column justify content space between, so this is how we can do this. Okay, and let's do one more thing. I don't want this much of padding, so I'm going to reducing the padding. Okay, so where is the padding? Where is the padding? Where we have, yeah, for 50 pixel, let me do it 20 here. Okay, now it looks more good to me. Okay, so where is that section left? That is inside my services item, right? So services item dot left and then paste. Okay, now let's see how it works. Yeah, it looks good. And one more thing, we need this learn more with this icon. Okay, not a separate one. So where is that? This is the learn more. Okay, we need this learn more display flex and then align items center. We need a gap. Okay, so what's the gap? Okay, let's see the gap here. Gap is 15 pixel. 15 pixel, right? Now everything looks good. Now we need to give some border radius and then that shadow. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, the border radius 45, services item, okay, border radius 45 pixels. That looks good to me. 45 pixels. Let me do one thing. 50 pixel is good or not? Let me see. I'm seeing that our design is not smaller than the actual design. Okay, so we have given the 20 pixel, right? Okay, let's do this to 35 pixel. Okay, it is fine now. Alright, now what we are doing is we have given the border radius 45 pixel. Now we need to give this type of shadow from bottom, right? So what I'm going to do, box shadow, let me do it randomly. Okay, and I'm going to give black. Okay, why I'm doing this, let me show you the trick here. So if I go here and select this, as you can see here, box shadow, and you can customize this from this browser directly. Okay, yeah, it looks good to me. We don't have a blur effect, right? We don't have any blur. We give it y-axis, let's give it 3. Yeah, it looks good to me. Okay, let's do it 4. 4 is better. Yeah, so -1. So as you know, what is this mean -1? So -1 is x, and then we have 4 pixel y, then we have the blur 0, then if we want to spread, then we have the fourth value, that is 7 pixel out there, but we don't need it. So as I guess you understand the box shadow concept as well. Alright, so let me copy it directly and paste it, because we don't need this and this, so we can do it like this. Okay, but if you have a values, then you have to use it. Alright, now everything is fine, but the thing is we have a different colors, right? So let's see one more thing. We have a different color. For this one we have a gray color, but inside gray we have the text color is green, but for the green we have a text color white, and for black we have text color white. So how we can do that? So it's easy. Let me do it here. Okay, suppose we have a background color something like this. Okay, what is this color? Gray. Okay, let me create a variable for this first. Okay, let me create a variable. So let's go to the top and create a variable gray and like this. Okay, that's fine. Now let's come at the bottom. So where we have given, so suppose we have a gray class name. What we need to do is we need to give the background color gray, and we are not using a CSS, sorry. So we can do it like this directly. Text color will be green, okay, but I'm not going to do this. It is going to work, okay, in this scenario as well, but right now we are using proper CSS, so let me do it here. So inside gray we have the text h3, right? So we have the color green. Okay, see that? We can't say anything, right? So we have to give the class name here, and let's see. Yeah, this one is fine. Okay, all right, now let's do it for black. Okay, so let's see here. For the black, the background color is black and the text color is okay. So instead of giving h3 text color, we need to change this color and this icon color. Okay, let me do one thing. Instead of this black, I'm going to give color directly. Okay, what's the color? White. Okay, let's see. And then for this learn more, okay, so services item black and learn more background color white. Yeah, okay, let's do it here. Instead of giving gray, let's give it black, and let's see the design. Okay, so everything is white. We don't need that. What we want is we just need this arrow, I guess, this arrow icon instead of this, right? And this stroke will be black, sorry, arrow and stroke, not width, I don't require any width. This will be black. Okay, it looks good, but what about the image? Okay, we have our separated images, so if we put that, then it will be fine. Okay, we have created this. Now we need for this one green, so let me comment it out. Services item green. Okay, green. Then we have black. Okay, then I'm going to copy this and paste it here, and this is for what? Green. But we have given already a green. This, I guess we have three, right? Green. Okay, sorry, this is not green, this one is gray. Then we have black, then we have green. All right, now let me change the color green, and the background color will be green. What will be the text color? Text will be the same. Okay, but the h3 background is changed. Yeah, h3 background. Okay, wait. Okay, let me do one thing. It's a little bit confusing, right? So let me copy the content first and then use it. Okay, so how many content we have in the design? Okay, let me see. We have 6 totally. Let me format it first. Okay, so it will be formatted properly. Now we inside service name we have 1, 2, 3. Let me copy these 3 and paste it down. That's it. Okay. All right. So now for the first one, we need a gray. Okay. So for this item, we need gray. Then we have the second one that will be green. Then we have black. Then again we have a gray. Then we have green again. Okay. Close this, and then we have. Wait. Okay. Let me check again. I'm confused. First gray, green, black, gray, then green, then last we have a black. Okay, let me save it, and now let's see. That looks good to me. It looks good, but there is a problem. We don't have to change the color of this, we need to change the background, right? Okay, let's go with the gray first. Okay, so we have the comment, so it is easy for us. So we don't want to change the color, we need to change the background color of that gray. As you can see, it's fine. Okay, and border radius for pixel, or let's do it to 10 pixel, or let me do it 7 will be good. And the padding will be top and bottom will be 0, that's fine, but we need to give left and right 4 pixel. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this because we require this in everything everywhere. Okay, so in a service item, inside a service item we have h3 and put it here. Okay, so we need this everywhere. Okay, all right, now we have this green. Now inside green we need a white. Okay, inside green, where is the green? Here is the green. So inside green we need a white. Okay, let's see. It is not white. Why it is not white? That's a problem, because it's not green. The background color is white, but the text is black. Okay, that's a lot of work here. Black. Yeah, now it looks good. Now we need to change this arrow as well. So this arrow is black, and text is also black, right? So background color black, and stroke is black. Let's see. Not stroke is not black, it's white. Okay, it's not white, it's green. Okay, now the last step. Instead of giving h3 to black, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give color white. Not white, it will be black. Okay, now it is black, this is black. Okay, I guess that's perfect to us. Now let me close it and put it in the center. That's fine. Okay, or we can do the flex item. Yeah, it looks good to me. That's fine. Okay, so I guess it's fine. We just need to change the image. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me first go to the design, and like service 1, I just rename it, but don't rename it like that if you are creating a website. So you have to focus on your SEO services as SEO part. So you have to give the proper name to your image. Because I'm not using SEO right now, I'm not going to publish or push to the internet and get any services. That's why I'm not focusing on the SEO. But if you are creating a website for your portfolio, like for your clients or yourself, then try to give a proper name to the images as well. Okay, so we have the S1. Let me change the image here. Okay, so the image is okay, fine. We need to change it completely. Image S1. All right, now we need to download the every image and give it to that. Okay, let me download it one by one. This one is second, right? Okay, so this is my, let me change the S2. Okay, this one is H2 and this will be my S3, right? Okay, that's a lot of work, but that's is the part of the process, so we have to enjoy. Okay, so this is S3, then we have this one S4. Okay, then let me copy it and put it here. This is S4. Now we have this last one, not last one, fifth one. All right. Okay, so here is my fifth one. That's it, S5, and the last one here is S6. Let me download it. Okay, so why? What happened? Okay, okay, S6. Okay. Whew. So this is all of my images. Okay, let me close this. Okay, now I'm going to copy this and close this. Why? Okay, wait. Shoo. I need to close this, not that. Okay, so instead of this, I'm going to cut it and paste it. Okay, my mistake. So here is it. Here it is. S2. Okay, then close it. I'm going to close it, okay, because it not looks good to me. Okay, this one is S3. Okay, then we have S4. Okay, so this one is S4. Then we have S5. Okay, then the last we have S6. Finally, we have completed this part. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, there is some mismatch because of the image sizing. So let's do one thing. Instead of giving a padding, we give the width as well, okay, to the design. Yeah, we give the width also now. So the width is, what's the width? What is the width of my box? So the width is 600. If I go here, service item, okay, and if I give width 600, I don't think it will fit all three in a single line. Okay, I know that. So let me give it to 400. Let's see. Yeah, 400 looks good to me. Yeah, but there is a problem. We need to give more 450. No, 410. Okay, now it's good. Let me give the height as well. That's fine. Okay, so height is 310. So I'm going to give height 310. That's fine. Okay, it looks too big to me now. Okay, so let's give it 200. Yeah, that's perfect. Now let's check whether it is responsive or not. Okay, so if I guess it's already responsive. We don't have to do much thing here, right? See, it's already responsive. Okay, so at this point, what we can do is, alright, so what I am talking about here is, so if we do this, so what we can do here, one more thing is, we just need to do this text, and after that we need to put the image, okay? So it will looks more good. So yeah, let's do this, but it looks fine for me here also. But yeah, let's do that. So for 640, maybe yeah, 640, I want to do that. Okay. So here I am going to the down, completely down. Okay. Here at this point. Okay. Responsive. Yeah. So what I want is, I want that image, so that is inside my left. Okay. Okay, not in my left, I guess. There is inside my service item directly. So at media, max, okay, at media, how to write it? I forgot. Max width width 640 pixel, and then we have to select this and flex direction column. That's it. So it looks good, but now the image is not working properly. So for that, if you know, we have given the height this 200, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the height auto. Okay, it looks too good to me. And the last step I'm going to do is service item inside image. Okay, what we have to do is background size cover and object fit cover, I guess. Okay, it looks good, but I want, okay, just remove this and give the background position center. Okay, and I'm going to give the height and width of those images. So I just give the height 200 pixel. Let's see how it looks. Not good. Let's do it for 150. Yeah, it's good to me. Okay, so as you know, yeah, it looks good. Now I want to give some space from this text to this. So what I'm going to do is, instead of giving the space like that, I'm going to select my service item. Inside that I have learned more. So I gave padding top and bottom 10 pixel, left and right 0. So it looks good. Top and bottom 15 pixel. Okay, that is fine. Okay, so I guess you understand what we did now, and I hope you learned something from this. Okay, so now what we have next, okay, so we have the next section. This one is very small. Okay, then we have the heading and this, then we have this accordion, then we have this team section. Okay, we have a lot of things. Then we have a testimonials, then we have a contact, then we have a footer. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's continue in the next video. Okay, yeah, because it's too much for this video. Okay then, see you in the next video. Bye bye.